The video you are about to see is for entertainment purposes only. If you would like to learn self-defense or any martial art, please seek the instruction of a certified instructor. I recently picked up Yakuza Kiwami for free as a PlayStation Plus free game of the month. I usually play the free games I get as a PlayStation Plus member for a few hours, get bored, and go back to playing games that I actually paid money for. However, Yakuza Kiwami sank its claws into me. Kiryu's array of fighting styles and plethora of upgrades for each style kept the game from ever getting stale, and Kiryu's heat actions really made the game a thrilling spectacle. There are so many heat actions in the game that it was almost a game in itself trying to find them all. It was always exciting to see what could happen when holding a new weapon, and even something as simple as standing next to a car or wall could trigger a new brutal takedown. With this video, I've decided to skip all the regular combo strands and jump straight into the big cinematic heat action sequences. The fact that Kiryu has 4 different fighting styles means that breaking down his normal attacks could be a video in itself, and if that is something that you would like to see, let me know in the comments below. Now, without any further ado, let's learn how to fight like Kiryu. The first technique we are breaking down is a simple block and elbow. Do a knife hand block with the same hand that they are punching with. For example, they punch with the right, you block with the right. Then bring your opposite arm through while pulling their arm and elbow them in the face. It's as easy as that. Next up is 4 punches and a kick, and there's a lot going on here, so let's break this down. First off, you'll see that he's throwing a fake right before doing a hook with his left. After that, he takes a small step to the right, doing an uppercut with his right arm. And he takes a small step to the left and does a straight punch straight into the gut. Followed by another left hook. And finally, the roundhouse kick. Now you can see that he feigns low before shooting high. When you put it all together, it should look something like this. The next technique we're going to cover is a punch to the stomach and then a throw over the top of your head. Almost like a fireman's throw, but not actually making contact with the shoulder. The helper I had is still recovering from a knee injury that he sustained, so I didn't want him putting his knee on the ground, but the fact still remains you need to get lower than the other person, grabbing them by the waist and by something up high, and throwing them by lowering your body weight. If this is done on you, you can keep from sustaining injury by doing a simple roll, as you can see, so don't be like Majima. Next up, we have a knife disarm through an arm break and a simple right cross. As I said, you grab the knife hand, or knife arm I should say, you do an upwards knee, probably breaking or dislocating the joint, and then doing a right cross. Be sure to step to the outside of the body. If you've ever done weapon disarms, you know that the outside of the body is where you want to be, seeing as the arm cannot naturally bend that way. Next up, let's see what Kiryu can do with a bottle. Seems that he's going to hit across the right side of the face, kick to the left, and hit again to the right. Now, we do not have a bottle readily available on us, so we instead are going to use an Eskrima stick. Works just as good, if not better, I say. So, if you're practicing this with a friend, be sure to have plenty of distance, you know. We're all friends here. We don't want to hit each other in the face or, you know, any of that good stuff. With weapons, if you're not extremely comfortable with weapons, you can very easily get yourself hurt just playing around. So, take that as a word of caution. And we have my favorite weapon of all time, the cane. I know he's using an umbrella, but the whole point is that it has a cane hook on the end of it, so we're going to use a cane. A very simple technique. You just flip it over, grab the back of the neck, and side kick straight to the torso, right between the chest and stomach area. Sends the opponent flying, in theory, according to Yakuza. And this last technique is one of the most, if not the most iffy technique I'm going to show today regarding the staff. You turn, you hit them. They hit in the forearms, I noticed, but I hit in the stomach. Either way, you pin them with the staff behind the back and through the arm, knee to the face, and then throw them over. The most difficult thing for me was getting it pinned just behind the arm just right. I don't think it would be very possible in the heat of the moment. Of course, a lot of these things wouldn't be possible in real life, but this one, even doing it slow and with a partner, was one of the most difficult things I could find to do. So if you're going to try this out, one of the main things to remember is once you get it wrapped up and you do the knee, take a moment to switch the grip. That's going to give you a lot of pushing power to throw the person over. When making this fight scene, I wanted to shoot it like the cinematography is shot in Yakuza. I hope that comes across. And I also wanted to throw in some normals, even though I didn't talk about it today. If you're a fan of the Yakuza game and you played Yakuza Kiwami, hopefully you'll notice the normals and the grabs that I put in. Like you can grab your enemies and punch and strike and things like that. And I also wanted to throw in some weapons. This will be the first fight-like video where I have weapons implemented into the fight scene because, you know, there's so many commonplace weapons in Yakuza. I just felt I had to play around with that a little bit, you know. So please enjoy. Here's our fight based off of Yakuza Kiwami.
What are you doing,